Hello, Planeswalkers. Welcome back. Derek6 here with more Magic the Gathering Arena. I do hope, of course, you go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal. It helps support the show. And as I keep saying, them $7.99 Dragon Shields are fantastic. And they do have pre-orders for singles for War of the Spark up, so you can totally get some pre-orders in for the cards that you know you're going to want to play at Friday Night Magic. Now, as I said, we are going to be playing Mythic Climb every other day. I was thinking about modifying or switching it up to Abzan, but I still haven't decided which of these I want to use. So I'm just going to run back some Bolas because I like playing Bolas control. There are no changes yet. I don't have enough information to really want to make any changes to the main or sideboard. The thumbnail is slightly different. What I'm going to be doing on this Mythic Climb is that I'm going to have a number. This is something that I used to do when I actually... I used to have a rotation of decks, but now I don't because of how many freaking decks there are. Oh, goodness me. This hand is not great. I'm glad my opponent mulliganed because I'm going to mulligan as well. This hand is actually significantly better because Thought Erasure is very helpful, especially when your opponent mulligans like that. But the thumbnail is going to have the number, and that's not the number of... no, thank you. It's not the number of, like, Bolas in the Mythic Climb versus Abzan in the Mythic Climb. It's just the number of Mythic videos I've done, and it's going to have its own Mythic Climb playlist. There's a lot of... I need to organize my video into some playlists, because there are definitely some that I need. Oh my gosh. Turn 2 Thought Erasure, turn 3 Thought Erasure, turn 4 Nicol Bolas. Yes, don't mind if I do. The thing is, at this point they're going to be top decking, so I think the extra Thought Erasure is not actually going to be good. So Sultai, probably Sultai Midrange. Cool. Sure, I might as well. Thought Erasure here. Excuse me. Don't mind if I do. Do I need this land? I might as well keep it, honestly, because I do want to flip Nicol Bolas at some point. But yeah, opponent taking a drop down to 5 is pretty hard for them to deal with. What's really nice is that Nicol Bolas does not give 2 Fs about cast down. Let's see, so yeah, so in addition to that, I've also moved the Mythic symbol to be, like, less obtrusive. It's just not, it didn't feel right where it was placed, so I moved it next to the title. So it should like look better there. And I guess from now on, I just hold removal for their creatures. I feel like I might as well, like, kill this Llanowar Elf. Because they could, like, top deck another Vivian. They could... Are there other 5-drops I care about? Not really, but still, I might as well cast down this. Just for the case of Vivian, right? There's just no reason to give them that possibility. Gonna be on 6 mana? Okay, sure. Ooh, yeah, we've essentially won this game. Unfortunate that my opponent had to mulligan to 5, but I also had a lot of discard. So.
No fire, no steel.
Ever seen water, no fire, no steel? Yeah, so I'm hoping the Mythic symbol is going to be in a better place here. Wildgrowth Walker? Yeah, that does not matter in the slightest, my dude. I'm just going to plus.
No fire,
no steel. Going to attack you. And next turn you are dead. Got a Contempt. Deciding between them. Contempt it is. Nah, it's fine. I can just kill him with Angrath. Yeah, that's fine. I do think that was the correct decision. Do I want to give a crap about Wildgrowth Walker? I don't think so. I want to save my Vraska's Contempt for something more important, frankly. Cool. I could get rid of their Wildgrowth Walker, but I just don't need to. I'd rather just try and put them on the clock. We're going to go and pass the turn. Yeah, so theoretically we could, like, Vraska's Contempt this Wildgrowth Walker, but we really don't need to. Willy-nilly. We can do it at instant speed. We can do it whenever we need. There's like a shine on my face. It's because of my lights. I don't think have very good diffusing. I can chump here. My opponent is literally dead on board. And so I will plus,
No fire.
and I will kill you with my Thief. No need to show them my Moment of Craving or Contempt. So this is essentially Sultai Midrange. What do we want for Sultai Midrange? I do like Disdainful Strokes in this deck. Definitely like Lava Coils as well. There's definitely an argument to make for Unmoored Ego, but I'm just not sure about it. Theoretically, you could bring in Negates. I do like Hostage Takers here. I think Carnival Carnage is not as important in this matchup, although they do still have Lenore Elves. Let's see. Moment of Craving is not helpful here. Cry the Carnarium I also don't think is very helpful here. It can hit sometimes when your opponent just kind of misses on their Explorer, but I do believe that it's one of the weaker cards. So as you can see, I'm kind of like looking back and forth. I started with my sideboard and I thought, what are the cards that I'm relatively sure that I'm going to want in this matchup? And then I put those guarantees in. And then I moved over to my main deck and I tried to figure out what exactly I can take out. Now we're going to go second here. So I do think Sabotage is relatively weak. Most of their really good spells are 4 or greater, but actually thinking about it again, I don't think it's necessary. Going second, I do want to still have a Sabotage. And I'm not sure how good double Hostage Taker is. Sure, I think that's fine. Nick Bale. Well, you're going to face the power of Nicol Bolas. Come on, Nick Bale in your Sultai Midrange. Why am I Vivian right now? I was Kaya on that screen, right? What kind of magical garbage nonsense is this? Okay, I'm a Kaya again. I'm scared. This hand is good though. We have all of our colors. It's like it's worse because like we're going second, right? It's always not great to go second. Opponent did mulligan, very important to see that. And they scry to the bottom, that's even better here. Don't want to see a bird. Didn't see a bird, fantastic. Going to start with this. And then we're going to be able to hold up Cast Down, followed by holding up Sinister Sabotage. Ooh, okay, never mind. They should take Angrath, I think. There's no way you kept a 1-land hand, right? Okay. So they take Sabotage, so they want to resolve something. Interesting. I will go ahead, that's been seen. I will go ahead and still hold up Cast Down. Carnival Carnage might actually come in handy in this game. Alright. Nothing for me to play on turn 3, so I will go ahead and just play this tapped. We do have enough mana to be able to play Angrath on curve, which is very helpful. And we're still holding up Cast Down. They are going to get to 5 mana before us, but they need to have all 5 of that mana. Do you play anything here? Like, he knows I have Cast Down, so he needs to bait it out of me. Interesting. I do believe here I will play the island and try and erase the thoughts of my opponent. The reason we're going for Thought Erasure instead of Carnival Carnage is because my opponent very well could breed... Ooh, okay. They have access to Vivian Reed, so Vivian Reed is gone. I don't need this. Only need up to 5 here. So they do have a Contempt and an Assassin's Trophy, so Angrath is, countered for now, but next turn I'm going to Carnage them. And the reason I played the island instead of the Steam Vents is so I can Cast Down as well, just in case they do play something that I wasn't able to take. Like, if that Assassin's Trophy instead was, I don't know, Jadelight Ranger or something? Hydrocrisis, ooh. That's nice, but I think I'm just going to Carnage here. So this does put my shields down a little, but we have Nicol Bolas, we have 2 great removal spells in Angrath, and our opponent is going to be down to 1 card. Are they going to keep one of their cards? No, okay. So we know we have perfect information on our opponent's hand right now. So they have whatever they top deck. Jadelight Ranger, sure. Not good for my opponent. That stays on top, I assume. Yep. Because now I can Bolas. This gets rid of the Vraska's Contempt. They would have the Hydroid Krasis, but that can only be cast for 3, so they'd only draw 1 card, which is fine, because I would then be able to play Angrath. Fantastic. The reason I'm not playing Angrath here is because I don't want the pressure that the Jaylight Ranger provides. I guess I could have... I guess I can cast this down. I can steal their Hydro Krasis with Angrath if I wanted to. 1, 5... If I top deck a land, I would want to... have to counter up. I'll pay 2 life. I might not end up using it, but it should be fine, frankly. The 2 life shouldn't matter when I'm at 18. I have such an advantage on value here. Passive attacker, sure. I have literally 0 reason to block. Okay, so now I have to ask myself, do I want to cast down? I can Angrath minus, but my opponent is going to have an extra card in their hand. But I'd have Bolas and Angrath, so once again, they'd be in a terrible catch-22, so I'll go ahead and cast this down. My opponent knows about the other 2 cards in my hand, so they know I can answer this Hydro Krasis very well. So they really do need to top deck quite well on this Hydro Krasis. Something they could have done is actually just have X for 2, just in case they were able to draw a... Interesting. Just in case they were able to draw a word that I'm looking for, duress. Let's see. So here, I think I'm actually going to attack my opponent, steal their Vivian Reed, and then kill that. Yeah. I do likey some value. Because it keeps this... It accomplishes the same thing functionally. As playing the Angrath and, like, stealing their Hydro Krasis. Except, this way I'll have 2 Planeswalkers, and not just 1. So we'll flip this. Opponent is tapped out, which is very helpful. Don't want to get caught with my pants down. Going to go ahead and -4 to get their Vivian. -3 to kill their Krasis.
Sometimes wild animals I like.
Now I have 2 Planeswalkers on the field. I have 1 in my hand, and my opponent has 2 cards to be able to deal with this situation. I don't think that they can in Sultai control. Like, or Sultai Midrange, I should say. Like, theoretically, they could double trophy, but then I have Angrath, and that they would at that point have no way to deal with that. So we're ranking up to gold 3. Up to gold 3. I should mention the reason I had other wins there before I started playing is I was playing in play mode. Yeah, I was trying to play Nigh Aggro and play, and then traditional play. I was practicing some with Abzan. So that's what those wins are for. I want to be entirely transparent. Not playing Mythic off the thing. Moniz. A dirty Selesnya player. I bet they're going to fake us out, and this is going to be freaking mono red or something. Ooh. I have the Surveil, which really makes me want to keep this. If this is like mono white, these are helpful. If this is control, it's not. But if it's control, these 3 are helpful. I will keep this. But I do need to note it is a very dangerous thing to do. Because we do only have the 2 guaranteed lands. What are you playing? Are you tricking me? No! Playing absolutely Selesnya player. So we'll go ahead and do this. We can Thief of Sanity on our following turn. Interesting. Okay, so you have Shalai, Vanilla Smarter. So this is just like Selesnya token aggro stuff. Growing Rights I don't care about. I'm going to have Thief of Sanity. So Shalai might be a problem eventually. Luckily, can't really do anything quickly. I think I want to get rid of Banalish Martial most. Yes, I think I want to do that. Blood Crypt, I'm fine with this because I do think Eldest Reborn is going to play an important role in this game. The reason I kept History of Benalia up is I can theoretically just use my my Crowther Carnarium. Flower, absolutely fine. Sure. Okay, I'm going to be taking some dabblage. I don't need to show them that I'm red yet. I don't think I have double red coming up much, so I'll just play this. My opponent can History. They could also use Growing Rights. History, yep. I do think that was the correct play. Ooh, another Thought Erasure. I'm gonna go ahead and attack my opponent first, obviously see what what I can get out of this. Ooh, oh my gosh. So good, so much value. Lyra Dongbringer, thank you very much. I did not say Dongbringer, I said Dawnbringer. Let's erase some thoughts here. Hold that thought. Goodbye, shall I? Wow. The quick concede. Okay, so we do know enough about our opponent's game plan. We're going to... So Ritual's Foot still's not great. Oh! Apparently they did not want to deal with my bullshit. I'll take the 2-0. Climbing. I do hope the reception of this video is similar to the first one. I know it's going to be a little bit lower, because a lot of people... Well, I did get some comments that said some people are kind of, not bored, but they don't love that players are playing different decks every single day. So, hopefully, this is something interesting. Interesting. This might be a Surveil deck, or a Skeleton deck, or a Wall deck. I really don't know. A bit too many lands, but, you know, we have good cards here. I think I'm going to play the Blood Crypt taps. Sure. I should have played the Watery Grave tap. Oh, it's one of these decks. Okay. Sure. Sulfur Falls. Search. For some reason I thought I had a Thought Erasure. Usually the blue-black decks always have it. Blood Operative. Sure. That is a strange thing to do just now. Graveyard, please go away. Why? Where are these lands coming from, man? That's fine, though. I can do this. Search for Scans is going to be very important in helping us not flood so much. Seasons don't fear the Reaper. No block, thanks. No S want block. Dude! Okay. Sabotage is fine. Going to attack my opponent. See what I can get. Ooh, okay. I don't want them to have... Well, whatever, it's fine. I wouldn't like using this, but I can. The question here is, do I want to take damage to hold up Vraska's Contempt as well? The answer is kind of like, yeah. I'm hoping it doesn't matter, but I want to have the... My opponent seems like the type who's playing things first, right? Yeah. Save for scales. I think I want to counter that. Yeah. I'm going to use the Contempt on the Midnight Reaper. Angrath is actually pretty helpful. I can just steal their Midnight Reaper. Ow! Stop. Library, yeah. It actually might be better to steal their Blood Operative. Then Angrath would be down to 1, and he could kill it with Midnight Reaper. But I think that's fine. Gains me 3 life. Yeah, I think that's fine. What do we have here? 3. Opponent is down to 2 cards in hand. Attack. Get some more value off my Thief. Could theoretically keep my Thief back to block, but not really too concerned about it. Sure, I'll take this. Ooh, okay. Probably gonna have to exile the Seraph then. Yep, that's fine. Grathy Boy dies.
Back to the devil's chains in the storm-wrecked sea I go.
Cry? Sure. Attack my opponent. Shouldn't block. You really shouldn't block. So I've gotten value out of my Thief. And here I can just say goodbye. I'm able to get rid of both of these. No death triggers because it's exiles. Again, no death triggers, so no afterlife. Absolutely fantastic here. And I can go ahead and play this tapped and play out an Imperious Oligarch. So, you know, we're still in the game. Obviously, they have a Barrier of Bones, which is going to be a little frustrating to deal with. But, sure, this pays life, right? Yeah. So that is a thing. How far away am I from... Okay, I'm relatively far away from flipping Search. And I do need to flip Search at some point. because that'll really get the ball rolling and whatnot. Reaper, sure, that's going to get contempted. Okay, so we have exact information, graveyard, on what our opponent is up to. Oh, another thief. Don't mind if I do. Exile you. Going to attack anyway. Sure. This requires 4, correct? Yes. I'm fine paying the 2 life to get out a thief, so my opponent has perfect information on me, except for the card I took from them. I assume they're going to Blood Up. Tidetaker? Sure, don't really care too much about Tidetaker. Blood Operative, sure, sure. I wonder what it'll steal. I assume it is going to be Angrath. Huh. Are there any cards played that return instant sorceries? Possibly. Sinister Sabotage. I don't think it's very good at this point in the game. It could be. It definitely could be. I don't know if it is, though. You know what? Let's library it. I could have graveyarded it to flip this, but I think it's fine. So my plan here is when my opponent attacks, just because of how much mana I have. Oh, Mortify. Absolutely. I think I'm just going to do this now. How much mana do I have? 4? So that's still enough to pay for Syncopate. So if I have to Syncopate something, I will. Or Sinister Sabotage, sorry. And as I've said, my opponent has been willing to just play cards before combat, but they're not doing it this time. So I could block Tidetaker and Final Payment Blood Operative, but I think I'm fine just blocking Tidetaker. Yes. So I don't want him to be able... Oh, I guess I don't actually care. Yeah, sure, I'll block like this, I guess. I'll get a nice 1/1 that can block the Tidetaker. Okay, they didn't play anything. Insight. I will... Let's see. Yes, I will put that in the graveyard. And I will transform this, thank you very much. And I will play this land, and I will attack my opponent with Thief. Okay, we should be in the driver's seat, really. Interesting, interesting. I guess I'm going to take Angel of Grace. And I will pass the turn. I can counter something of my opponent's. I'm totally fine blocking Tidetaker. Don't really care about your 1/1. Yeah, I can block my my Thief of Sanity once, but I really don't care. So let's see what we have. Yeah, just another land. I mean, my opponent has some pretty severe tells. Ooh, nice. Another Contempt. Always fun. No real reason to play any of these, honestly. I guess I'll keep that in my hand. So yeah, my opponent has big tells. Like, they've been playing such a way that they'll just play a creature before combat. And then, if they're holding a card during combat, it's likely just a land. Fantastic, we won the first game, so this is going to be a white-black, like, kind of life-lost deck. Lava Coils are fantastic here. Ritual of Soot probably works pretty well. Of course, the only issue is that our opponent may get some benefit from it. There's a decent number of creatures, and I'm going second, so I think the Duress, honestly, are like what I need to take out. So, you know, seeing this is fine. Is there anything in the main deck that I think is, like, just not good? Because you want to make sure that even if you bring in all the things you know you want to bring in, you want to double check your main deck just to see if there's anything that just isn't good in this matchup, and you can side in something that isn't great, but is still better. And I don't think that's the case. Oh, I do think I want Hostage Takers, though. I do think Hostage Takers are pretty helpful in this sort of creature deck. What would I get rid of? I'm going second. Thief of Sanity is slightly less good. Moment of Craving. It still hits things. Cast down. Still hits things. I could drop a Carnage. Eldest Reborn, I think, is not actually that great. So I might want to put... I think I actually want to drop both of those. And I want to put both of the... Well, one of these back. Yes, I don't think I need Unmoored Ego here. Ral's okay, but I don't think I need it. No, I think this is correct. I do hope that the way I'm talking through my sideboard decisions makes sense to people. Like, it makes sense to me because, you know, is my mind. But I'm hoping it is actually helping. This is okay. We don't have double black for the Cry. But we are going second. So, you know, we have plenty of draws for it. We do have Cast Down and Bolas. So, you know, it's still decent. Opponent wants... Ooh, mulligan down to 5. My opponent might not stay with me. Oh, they did. Cool, cool. Contempt. Always helpful. Just need that second black. And our deck is tilted very heavily towards black, so... Sure, sure. So I could or I could cast this down now. But I'm going to be greedy and not. I'm fine taking the 2 damage. I would rather just be able to use Cry the Carnarium, so I'm kind of hoping I draw a black source. And the deck has more black sources than anything else, I believe. Fantastic. That said, my opponent didn't actually play another creature. So I think what I'm going to do is Sulfur Falls here, just so I can cast down if I need to. No, that's preposterous. There's not going to be anything that I want to cast down. Well, my opponent could Seraph of the Scales next turn, and I can't kill that with Cry, but I can kill it with Contempt. Yeah, no, I think that I just play this tapped. I don't think there's any reason for me not to play this tapped as opposed to playing this. Playing this does open me up to being able to use Cast Down, but I don't think it's necessary because I have 2 Vraska's Contempt for the Seraph of Scales, which is going to offset the single damage that I would lose from the Tithe Taker. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and of course because of the fact that our opponent has Tithe Taker, I do need to do this on my main phase, or else it would cost 1 extra, which you will see there. I pointed to my screen, so you see here, it costs more mana. So I'll take a little bit of Dabblage, and then probably just Nicol Bolas on this coming up turn. Yep. I will play the Watery Grave tapped. And I'll play Bolas. Even if my opponent does have a removal spell for this, they're going to lose out on a card. What the hell was that? Unless, of course, they somehow like play both of their cards that don't draw them cards or something. I don't know. Now we have a blocker for Tithe Taker. We have a bunch of removal in our hand. Mortify. Yep. So we don't have block for Tithe Taker, but that's fine. My opponent has no cards in hand. Sure. Interesting. Consecrate Consume. Seems decent. Go ahead and take 2 Dabblage. I do not mind that at all, my friend. Ooh, Carnival. Do I care about Carnival? Not really. Actually, I can combine Carnival with Cry the Carnarium to deal with a future Seraph of the Scales. And since my opponent is, you know, in a position where they're top decking, that's one of the only things I think I really need to care about. They could have like Kaya or something, but I have Contempt for that. I really don't mind getting hit a little bit for 2 here and there. Just gonna draw some more cards, because drawing cards means that I get closer and closer to other win conditions of mine. Well, I might as well Thought Erasure, I think. Might as well ask who's knocking. Sure. Nope. Let's see. So, go to 10. I think going to 10 is honestly fine. Just flashback Insight on the island. Yeah, I'm not really... Since my opponent is top decking, I'm not really worried about my life total too much. You know, white-black is not known for their burst. You know, there have been in the past things like Torment of Hailfire, which, you know, is considered burst for black. But we don't have that right now. I'll go ahead and flash this back, get rid of the island. Another Carnival. Interesting. At this point, I guess I'll just Carnival this. Might as well. I don't know if they kept their Unbreakable formations in the deck. Yeah, sure. I might as well kill that too. Like, it's a terrible 2-for-1 on myself, but like, at this point I can just Contempt whatever he plays. You know, it's debatable that that's the correct decision there, but I just don't think I need to care at all. My opponent has blue in the deck? What the hell? What? That okay, I assume that's just like a really light splash. Alright, what do you got in hand?
No steel.
No steel. You had a Price of Fame. Well, you should have sided those out, because I don't have very many creatures in this deck. Ethereal Absolution. I can't deal with enchantments. Well, shit. Second Angrath, what are you doing? Well, how many creatures are there right now? There's Bolas. And there's Tidetaker. Okay, there are only 2, so I actually don't care nearly as much.
No fire, no steel.
Sure. Like, once he hits a second one, I can just cry the Carnarium. And he has nothing. There's nothing to show for it. Yep, we're going to do this at instant speed, as you absolutely should. Going to plus Angrath again. I mean, honestly, I could even just cast down one of his flyers to make sure Angrath gets to ultimate. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. Okay, so that actually wouldn't be very much. Only be 6. But I could just cast this down if I want. Oh, Kaya! Hello! I actually don't give, like, half of a shit about Kaya.
I'll phase through anything that stands in my way.
Sure, exile things from my graveyard. I really don't care. So you're gonna get Contempted. Can you hear the contempt in my voice? Do I care if you attack Angrath? Yeah, I mean, I do. I'll kill this. Because I do want to try an ultimate. Especially since I have a second Angrath that I want to, like, use. And you can consider that, like, bad value. But in this type of situation, I'm just, playing with what I have. It's just not very worried about my opponent. Thought Erasure is pretty much useless here. Because of the simple fact that whatever they top deck, they're probably playing.
No fire, no steel.
I suppose the worst thing to deal with would be a Seraph of the Scales. However, since it doesn't have haste, if that is what they top deck, I can -8 to deal 6 damage to my opponent. And that... Oh, this only costs 4. Why didn't... Oh, this is only opponents! I'm dumb. I'm very, very dumb. For some reason, I thought this could exile from anyone's. Yeah, sure, bro. That would not kill them. This would die immediately. There's no plus. Like, cry the Carnarium? I mean, I guess. So if I took this, because of Ethereal Absolution, this would immediately have 0 toughness, and it would die, giving me the afterlife of 0, 1/1 that would have 0 toughness and would die. Yeah, I'm just gonna cry this. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Oh. I'm gonna no-value Thought Erasure here just so I can surveil. This is something that you are going to want to do from time to time. Thief of Sanity is fine. I think it's decent. It's gonna be a 1/1, but my opponent's probably just, like, dead soon anyway. Sure, exile more stuff. I really don't care. I guess if I brought Rallin, that could matter theoretically. Vanguard, sure. I can murder you with Vanguard.
I am the hammer. You are the anvil.
We're going to kill my opponent with double Angrath activation. Hell yeah. Let's see. That you wish to keep. I want to keep this one. Thank you.
A chase stokes the forge.
And it'll be exactsies, because this gets minus down. Oh, wait, this is a 1-1 naturally? Am I dumb? I'm dumb. I should have just plussed. Whatever. You know what? It's BM. It's extended BM. That's fine. That's all it is. It's extended BM. It's fine. It's all it is. It's extended BM. Shut up.
The fire's out, but the embers burn on.
Alright, these are the things that I need to keep in mind. If I lose this game... Okay, cool. It would have been the most embarrassing thing ever. So I should be at gold 2 now, right? I thought I was closer than that. Awkward. Well, I'm close to gold 2. But nothing but wins again today. Hopefully we can just push our way... I have no fucking idea what these things are. Hopefully, let's see. Why am I dumb? Why don't I know the rank things? Sure, whatever. Hopefully we can just push our way into platinum. If nothing, like, I want to at least get to platinum, because that's when I get the second card style. I can't remember what they're for, but I want them because I'm a dirty collector who wants to have everything. Wizards has not announced anything regarding changing the store, like changing these things. If they just take them away out of nowhere, I will be legitimately upset. Because I do want them all at some point, because I'm a dirty collector. At least in Arena. I'm not a collector in real life. But I've been in since the closed beta, and I want to have everything. Yeah, so it would be really annoying if they didn't announce that this is going away anytime soon. So, I don't know. I do hope that you've enjoyed the second game, second video for my climb, hopefully to Mythic, with right now Bolas control. We're going to add some other things in there and keep it, relatively spicy, but yeah, it would be very helpful if you all continued to watch the climb. Words are hard. Anyway, yeah, I would like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Croft, and Zin, for the continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the channel on Patreon, you'll find links to that down in the description below, or you can join our 2 channel members, Dopey Dopes and Nibblers, by clicking that join button. It's a real awesome way to support the show, and you get to talk to me like directly and shit in my my Discord server. Speaking of the Discord server, you should totally head over there and hang out with us, chit chat, play games. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be super. I should note once again, sponsor alert. I'm a part of Wizards' sponsored creator early streamer event thing. That is going to be on Tuesday of this next week. What the hell is that? 23rd? Yeah, Tuesday the 23rd. I will be making a couple of videos earlier in the day, and then later in the afternoon, after I get out of stats class, around 2:30, I will be streaming until probably like 10 or 11. And that is 2:30 my time, which is CDT, I think it is right now. Stupid. I'm in the central time of the United States. But yeah, so I will be streaming on Twitch. I do hope that many of you head over there on Tuesday, the 23rd. Check me out, at least for a little bit. I will be playing Bolas, I will be playing zombies, I will be playing sweet fucking memes. Alright, I'm going to be playing so many memes, it's going to be great. Yeah, I do hope you head over there to my Twitch channel and check that out. I do plan on using my Twitch channel a lot more, streaming a lot more. Once this semester is over, I'll have a lot more time over the summer to stream a ton, to get a lot of that work in. And then once next semester starts, it'll be back to mostly just videos. But that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think having a cycle, totally fine, because it lets me continue to bring you all what you all apparently consider great content. I've talked enough here. I do, of course, hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, cast one of those comments in the comment section down below. Cast a comment. Add a subscription to your mana pool. Gosh. Wait, no. Look, my mind... I woke up at like 8 a.m. this morning, which you might think, that's nothing. I had class from 9 until 3, man. I'm tired, okay? Whatever. Like the video, comment, share, subscribe, whatever. Until next time, all will be one, just like my broken brain cells.